Hello and welcome to the 2020 Virtual National Technical Honor Society Induction Ceremony for Grand Forks Red River High School. We are recognizing the accomplishments of a group of outstanding career and technical education students who have put forth tremendous effort and shown great aptitude in their chosen trade area. Induction into the National Technical Honor Society is one of the highest accomplishments that can be bestowed upon a career and technical education student. The National Technical Honor Society believes in empowering and supporting students in their quest to master a skill and embark on a career that they love. The purpose of National Technical Honor Society are to reward excellence in the workforce of education, to develop self-esteem, pride, and encourage students to reach for higher levels of achievement, to promote business and industry critical workplace values, honesty, responsibility, initiative, teamwork, productivity, leadership, and citizenship, to help schools build and maintain effective partnerships with local businesses and industry, and to champion a stronger, more positive image for workforce education in America. The 7 attributes of the membership are skill, scholarship, honesty, responsibility, service, leadership, and citizenship. Each of our 45 new members have proven they live by these attributes. The motto of the National Technical Honor Society is "Success favors the prepared mind," which is a perfect description of this new class of members. Now let's introduce our newest members and their very important teachers.
My name is HAYDEN, and I'm a junior at Grand Forks Red River High School. I was nominated for National Technical Honor Society in the area of marketing. Thank you to Mr. Pullum for nominating me for NTHS. For my very important teacher, I have selected Mr. Nelson, my student council advisor and leadership teacher. My greatest lesson learned from my VIT was to never give up and to have a positive attitude.
Hello, my name is Nana ADJEKUM, and I am a student at Red River High School, and I'm in 11th grade. I was nominated for NTHS in the area of DECA, and I would like to thank Mr. Pullum for nominating me for NTHS. My very important teacher is Mrs. Fiel, or Frau Fiel, as we call her in the German classroom. My favorite memory that I have of Frau Fiel is actually from this year when we all came together and filmed a movie, and it was really. This project is one of the reasons why Frau Fiel is my VIT. She shows innovative thinking to get her students involved in the class and have fun while learning.
My name is Greta Amundsen, and I am a senior at Grand Forks Red River High School. I was nominated for a National Technical Honor Society in the area of medical careers. Thank you to Mrs. Rokamp for nominating me for NTHS. For my very important teacher, I selected Mr. Sanders, my English teacher. My greatest lesson learned from Mr. Sanders was to go out of my comfort zone. Mr. Sanders always pushed me to do this during his class, which is why I chose him for my very important teacher.
Hello, my name is Connor Rell, and I'm a senior at Grand Forks Red River High School. I was nominated for National Technical Honor Society in the area of medical careers. I would like to thank Danny Rokamp for nominating me for National Technical Honor Society. For my very important teacher, I select Mike Lemoyne. Mike was my principal at Kelly Elementary and was my hockey coach this past season at Red River High School. My greatest memory with Mike is being able to win a state championship this past season with him. Mike taught me many great lessons about being a leader on and off the ice.
Hi, my name is JADE, and I'm a junior at Red River High School. I was nominated for National Technical Honor Society in the area of business education. Thank you to Mrs. Oskarn for nominating me. For my very important teacher, I had also selected my 7th grade and now junior year teacher, Mrs. Oskarn. My favorite memory is 7th grade year when she was my primetime teacher, and a few other students and I would sit in the back of her room and just talk about anything. She's my very important teacher because she pushes me to do my best in everything I do and does not give up on me.
Hi, my name is Michael Bartholomew. I am a senior at Red River High School. I was nominated for National Technical Honor Society in computer drafting. Thank you to Mr. Moldenhauer for nominating me. For my very important teacher, I select Mr. Nuptal, my 6th grade teacher and middle school track coach. I selected him because he's a great role model and has always been a very genuine person. Thank you.
Hi, I'm ALEECE Chandler, and I am a junior at Grand Forks Red River High School. I was nominated for National Technical Honor Society by the FACS department at Red River. Thank you to Mrs. Winkler for nominating me. For my very important teacher, I have selected Mrs. Winkler. She has been my teacher for various classes throughout my high school career. Mrs. Winkler has created an environment where everybody is free to be themselves without judgment. She has demonstrated how she cares and has taught me how to accept everyone.
Hello, my name is CHAVES, and I am a student at Grand Forks Red River High School. I was nominated for National Technical Honor Society in the business education area by Dustin Norby, and my very important teacher is Dustin Norby. One of my favorite memories with him was going down to Morehead State University and getting a tour of the college campus there and a tour of the video productions area there. I definitely had a great time there, and it's one of my fondest memories, and thanks to him I was able to go down there. The reason why he's my very important teacher is because he gives us opportunities to be able to further our education in certain fields and see what careers lie ahead of us. For example, we went to Central and Off Color Productions came and gave us a presentation about career opportunities in the video productions.
Hello, my name is Broden Diedrich, and I am a junior at Grand Forks Red River High School. I was nominated for National Technical Honor Society in the area of robotics. Thank you to Mr. Osgarden for nominating me for NTHS. My very important teacher I selected was also Mr. Osgarden, my robotics coach. Mr. Osgarden has helped me expand my robotics and engineering knowledge, continues to teach and inform me on new techniques and opportunities, and goes out of his way to always be there for me as well as my robotics peers, which is why he is my very important teacher. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Brady DVORAK, and I'm a student at Grand Forks Red River High School. I was nominated for NTHS in the medical careers area, and I'm very thankful for Mrs. Rokamp for nominating me to be part of the National Technical Honor Society. For my very important teacher, I chose Mrs. Blake. I know Mrs. Blake from my younger years when she was a counselor at Kelly Elementary. Through some of the times that were tough for me, she was always there to enlighten the mood. She was always there to care for me and felt for me whenever I needed. She wanted to talk, and she wanted me to be happy and to talk to her about my problems. The thing I remember most about her, and I will always remember about her, is her genuine just smile and care for another person. No matter where you are, when you're around her, the mood is enlightened. And that's one thing that I will cherish forever, and I'm very thankful for. She was always there to help me. She always was there to put a smile on my face and to let me forget about what was going on outside and just worry about right now and just be thankful for life.
My name is Justin Erickson, and I'm a senior at Grand Forks Red River High School. I was nominated for NTHS in the area of medical careers. Thank you to Mrs. Rokamp for nominating me for NTHS. For my very important teacher, I selected Mrs. Middleton, my Spanish teacher both my freshman and sophomore years of high school. What I remember most about Mrs. Middleton was the way she got to know every one of her students and how she truly did care for each of us. I will never forget the chats that we had during our breaks. She was an amazing teacher and friend, and this is why I chose her for my very important teacher.
Hi, my name is Morgan Halliday, and I am a senior at Grand Forks Red River High School. I was nominated for NTHS by Mrs. Rokamp for medical careers. So I'd like to thank her. My very important teacher is also Mrs. Rokamp. She has been my teacher for the past 2 years. Last year she was my teacher for Intro to Medical Careers, and this year she is my teacher for medical careers and CNA. I chose her as my very important teacher because she has set a great example in the past 2 years of what qualities a healthcare worker should have. She's shown us how to be very compassionate and caring, and I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Hi, I'm NABEEL HOSSAIN. I'm a junior at Red River High School, and I was nominated in the National Technical Honor Society for IT. I'd like to thank Mr. Zettler for nominating me, and he is also the person I chose as my very important teacher, mostly because I've just had so many classes with him, and I especially admire his dedication towards letting students reach their fullest potential. And once again, I'd like to thank the NTHS Selection Committee. It's an honor to be with you guys.
Hello, my name is Tatum Howard. I'm a senior at Red River High School. I was nominated for National Honors Technical Society in the areas of Family and Consumer Sciences. Thank you to Mrs. Winkler for nominating me. For my very important teacher, I selected Mrs. Winkler because she taught me that teachers could still teach but also care about their students, and I'm very thankful for that. She's had a pretty big impact on my life. So that is why I chose her.
Hello, my name is Caleb Jackson, and I'm a senior at Red River High School. I was nominated for the National Technical Honor Society from the Information Technology Education and Project Lead the Way area. And I'd like to thank Mr. Zettler and Mr. Mollenhauer for nominating me for the NTHS. For my very important teacher, I selected Mr. Zettler, my 11th and 12th grade teacher for computer hardware and networking. My greatest lesson learned from Mr. Zettler is to try your best on assignments and tests, and also learn from any mistakes. And Mr. Zettler has showed great respect to me in the classroom, and that's why I chose him as my very important teacher.
Hi, my name is Jaden Jonathan. I'm a junior at Red River High School, and I was nominated for NTHS in the area of Family and Consumer Sciences. Thank you, Ms. Walters, for nominating me. For my very important teacher, I chose Ms. Fugelberg. Ms. Fugelberg always has such a fun and positive attitude towards what we're learning, and her science class is definitely the highlight of my day.
My name is Taylor Jordan, and I am a senior at Red River High School. I was nominated for National Technical Honor Society in the area of Family and Consumer Science. Thank you for Mr. Walters for nominating me for NTHS. For my very important teacher, I selected Mrs. Goodwin, my English teacher from junior year. I chose Mrs. Goodwin because she encouraged me to join the book club, and she was always kind and respectful to all of her students. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Noah KAUFFMAN, and I am a senior at Grand Forks Red River High School. I was nominated for National Technical Honor Society in Technology and Engineering. Thank you to Mr. Oscarden for nominating me for NTHS. For my very important teacher, I selected Mr. Oscarden, as he has been my science teacher and my robotics mentor throughout high school. The most memorable parts of my high school career has happened in his classroom, with learning, or during the build days in VEX Robotics, or at tournaments that we have gone to, also through VEX Robotics. He has taught me to stay calm, collected, and humble when things may or may not be going your way. Thank you, Mr. Oscarden.
My name is Lexi LaFramboise, and I'm a senior at Red River High School. I was nominated for NTHS in the area of medical careers. Thank you to Mrs. Rokamp for nominating me. For my very important teacher, I have selected Mr. Sanders, my golf coach and English teacher. The greatest lesson I learned from Mr. Sanders is how to think more positively. Mr. Sanders is the most caring and compassionate person I know.
My name is BRAELYN LIANG, and I'm a senior at Grand Forks Red River High School. I was nominated for National Technical Honor Society in the field of medical careers. Thank you, Mrs. Rokamp, for nominating me for NTHS. For my very important teacher, I chose Mrs. Rokamp, my medical careers teacher. I chose Mrs. Rokamp because of her loving spirit, her devotion to me, as well as her lasting impact upon me. Mrs. Rokamp has provided me with many amazing opportunities. Over the past 3 years, I've been able to attend her classes. She has opened my eyes to all that the medical field has to offer. Mrs. Rokamp has been there to encourage, support, and help me in any way possible, which is why I chose her as my very important teacher.
Hello, my name is Ashleah Linseth, and I'm a senior at Grand Forks Red River High School. I was nominated for National Technical Honor Society in the area of medical careers. Thank you to Mrs. Rokamp for nominating me for NTHS. For my very important teacher, I chose Mrs. Perrell, my Spanish teacher. My greatest lesson learned from Mrs. Perrell is to never give up on my goals. Mrs. Perrell has pushed me every day to be the best that I can be, which is why I chose her for my very important teacher.
Hello, my name is Brady MELAND, and I am a junior at Grand Forks Red River High School. I was nominated for National Technical Honor Society in the marketing area. Thank you to Mr. Pullum for nominating me for NTHS. For my very important teacher, I selected Mr. Pullum, my marketing teacher. My greatest lesson learned from Mr. Pullum was to step out of my comfort zone and take advantage of opportunities presented to me. Mr. Pullum pushed me to join DECA and to work hard to achieve my goals, and that is why I chose him for very important teacher. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Taylor Musler, and I'm a senior at Grand Forks Red River High School. I was nominated for National Technical Honor Society in the area of Family and Consumer Sciences. Thank you, Dr. Walters, for nominating me for NTHS. For my very important teacher, I selected Dr. HAYDEN, my art teacher. The greatest lessons I've learned from Dr. HAYDEN are the importance of looking at the positive things in life and expressing creativity. This is why I chose her for my very important teacher.
My name is Michaela Nottesed, and I'm a junior at Red River High School. I was nominated for National Technical Honor Society in the area of Family and Consumer Science. Thank you, Mrs. Walters, for nominating me for NTHS. For my very important teacher, I selected Mrs. Fugelberg, my science teacher. My favorite thing about Mrs. Fugelberg is her encouraging attitude and the way she sees potential in every student.
My name is Cole Ogren, and I am a senior at Grand Forks Red River. I was nominated for NTHS by my autos teacher, Mr. Nelson, and then I also happened to choose him for my very important teacher. I spent 2 years in the autos area with him, and I really enjoyed that time being there. And one of my favorite lessons from Mr. Nelson is to always troubleshoot, because I think it can apply to more than just autos or class or school. It can apply to everything in life. Thank you.
My name is Jonathan Parrish, and I am a sophomore at Grand Forks Red River High School. I was nominated for National Technical Honor Society in the area of Information Technology Education. Thank you to Mr. Zettler for nominating me for NTHS. For my very important teacher, I selected Mr. Zettler, my information technology teacher. My fondest memory of Mr. Zettler was when he invited me to participate in the Skills USA programming competition and Skills USA Leadership Conference.
Hello, my name is Shri Patel, and I am a junior at Grand Forks Red River High School. I was nominated for National Technical Honor Society in the area of marketing education. Thank you, Mr. Pullum, for nominating me. I'm grateful for the guidance that you give me in marketing class. For my very important teacher, I chose my 3rd grade teacher, Mrs. Larson. I have so many fond memories from that class. Still, I remember how interactive and collaborative we were with every activity that we did, which is why I chose Mrs. Larson as my very important teacher. With every activity, she has taught me the importance of being kind to others and has inspired me to become a better team player and leader. Thank you.
My name is Camilla Peterson, and I'm a senior at Grand Forks Red River High School. I was nominated for the National Technical Honor Society in the area of medical careers. Thank you to Mrs. Rokamp for nominating me for NTHS. For my very important teacher, I selected Mrs. Holmes, my chemistry teacher from last year. My favorite memory with Mrs. Holmes was how she connected with the class and showed us she cared about our learning.
My name is Lilli POKRZYWINSKI, and I am a senior at Red River High School. I was nominated into NTHS in the area of Family and Consumer Science. Thank you to Mrs. Winkler for nominating me into NTHS. For my very important teacher, I selected Mrs. Walker, my English teacher during my sophomore year of high school. My greatest lesson learned from Mrs. Walker was to put others' needs before mine. Thank you, Mrs. Walker, for all your hard work and your dedication to your students.
My name is Mark Raymond, and I am a junior at Grand Forks Red River High School. I was selected to be in National Technical Honor Society in the area of marketing education. Big thank you to my marketing teacher, Mr. Pullum, for selecting me to NTHS. For my very important teacher, I chose Mrs. Middleton, who was my Spanish 1 teacher from my freshman year. My fondest memory of being in Mrs. Middleton's class was when we would celebrate Cinco de Mayo and El Dia de los Muertos.
Hello, my name is Alexandra Reed. I am a senior at Grand Forks Red River High School. I was nominated for National Technical Honor Society in the area of Family and Consumer Sciences. Thank you to Mrs. Winkler for nominating me. For my very important teacher, I chose Mr. Joseph Malley. He was my 10th grade English teacher. One of the fondest memories I have is being able to walk into first period English with such a positive attitude, knowing it's going to be such a great day because he always knew how to make me laugh. And one of the most important things that I learned from him is to believe in myself. And for that, I thank him. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Anna Robinson. I am a senior at Grand Forks Red River High School. I was nominated for National Technical Honor Society in the area of medical careers. Thank you to Ms. Rokamp for nominating me for NTHS. For my very important teacher, I selected Ms. Rokamp, my medical careers teacher. My greatest lesson that I learned from Ms. Rokamp is to never give up on yourself. Ms. Rokamp always pushed me to challenge myself to get out of my comfort zone, which is why she is my very important teacher.
Hello, my name is Olivia Schindler, and I'm a junior at Grand Forks Red River High School. I was nominated for National Technical Honor Society in the area of Family and Consumer Science. Thank you to Beth Walters for nominating me for NTHS. For my very important teacher, I selected Christy Severson, a counselor at Red River High School. My fondest memory with her is when she helped me through some personal issues I had been dealing with just by listening, because she knows that I don't talk to many people about my life. Mrs. Severson makes me and so many others feel safe, and that is why she's my very important teacher.
Hi, my name is Alexander Schweigert, and I am a junior at Grand Forks Red River High School. I was nominated for National Technical Honor Society in the area of business education. Thank you to Mrs. Oskarn for nominating me for NTHS. For my very important teacher, I chose Mr. Zettler, my teacher through numerous years of high school. My greatest lesson learned from Mr. Zettler is that mistakes are not just mistakes, they are learning opportunities. Mr. Zettler is an outstanding person and an excellent role model, which is why I chose him as my very important teacher.
Hi, I am Ellie Mae Schultz, and I am a senior at Grand Forks Red River High School. I was nominated for National Technical Honor Society in the area of marketing, and I would like to thank Mr. Pullum for nominating me for this honor. For my very important teacher, I selected Jan Hoveen, who was my speech coach from 8th grade through my sophomore year. And one of my favorite memories of her was the first time I walked into North Sargent Public Schools, which is where I went before this. She was wearing Hello Kitty shoes, which really set up her whole personality. And Jan has taught me so many things, from just taking basic care of myself to being a mom to the whole speech team. And that is why I chose her as my very important teacher.
My name is Hannah Steffen, and I am a senior at Grand Forks Red River High School. I was nominated for National Technical Honor Society in the area of Family and Consumer Sciences. Thank you to Beth Walters for nominating me for NTHS. For my very important teacher, I selected Richard McFarland, my 9th grade theater teacher. My greatest lesson learned from Mr. McFarland was always be yourself and don't care about others' opinions. Mr. McFarland showed me that teachers aren't only there to lecture you, some are there to be your friend and role model as well. He has had a very large impact on my life, and that is why I chose him to be my very important teacher.
Hello, my name is Theodore Chomakidze. I'm an 11th grader at Red River High School. I was nominated into National Technical Honor Society in the area of marketing. Thank you to Mr. Polam for nominating me to NTHS. For my very important teacher, I've selected Mr. Polam, my marketing teacher and DECA advisor. My favorite memories with him were the 2 times we went to DECA ICDC together with him as the chaperone. I've chosen him as my very important teacher for the multiple ways he's helped me grow and become more confident both in and out of the classroom.
Hi, my name is Riley Thorson. I am a senior at Red River High School. I was nominated for National Technical Honor Society in the area of business education. Thank you, Mrs. Asgarden, for nominating me for NTHS. For my very important teacher, I selected Miss McLean. Miss McLean was my 6th grade reading and science teacher at Schrader Middle School. Some of my favorite memories were always the book talks we would have during her class and all the fun science experiments we would do. I chose Miss McLean because she always valued each student and she helped me learn my love for reading and for learning. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Alex Chelson. I'm a senior at Grand Forks Red River High School, and I have been nominated for the National Technical Honor Society in the area of information technology. Thanks to Mr. Zettler for my nomination. For my very important teacher, I chose Mr. Moldenhauer, my freshman English teacher / game club advisor / engineering teacher / all-around great high school mentor. I really admire how much Mr. Moldenhauer cares for all of his students, from the classroom to all the extracurriculars he's involved in. Mr. Moldenhauer has been such a huge part of my high school experience for these 4 years, and I just couldn't imagine picking anyone else.
Hi, my name is Lucas Alvin. I'm in grade 11 at Red River High School, and I was nominated for the National Technical Honor Society in the areas of marketing and production. I'd like to thank Mr. Norby for the nomination for NTHS. My very important teacher would have to be Mrs. Simon. Just how welcoming her room was. You could always go to her if you had a problem. She was my 7th and 8th grade English teacher, and she was just always so welcoming, and how many books she had in her room was just crazy to me. I always was amazed by it. And just how you could come to her with any problem, and she would always help you. And she was so welcoming, and I love that for her, and that's why I chose her.
Greetings, students, parents, very important teachers, and school staff. My name is Mr. Tony Bina. I am an associate principal at Red River High School. I'd like to congratulate our newest inductees to the 2020 National Technical Honor Society. For the past 24 years, this celebration of academic excellence has recognized and honored students for outstanding achievement in their career and technical education programs. Unfortunately, we are unable to celebrate this honor in person, but it is important that we recognize these great students for their accomplishments. Being inducted into the NTHS chapter is achieved through a selection process based upon outstanding citizenship, leadership, workmanship, and scholarship. Membership is an honor and a prestigious public recognition of outstanding student achievement. Finally, I'd like to recognize 2 important groups of people. Congrats to our very important teachers on your honor and for being a positive influence on our inductees. Parents, thanks for the support you provide your student leaders, and your son or daughters should be very grateful. Congratulations once again.
Hi, I'm Terry Brenner, Superintendent of Grand Forks and Grand Forks Air Force Base School Districts. Congratulations on your induction into the National Technical Honor Society, the highest honor bestowed onto students from Grand Forks Central and Red River High Schools, and who have excelled in CTE. I appreciate your qualifying character attributes and your engaging involvement in your school and community. To our nominated very important teachers, congratulations and thank you for making a difference in the lives of students. To all of you, I am certainly proud to be part of Team Grand Forks, where students and teachers work together to create a successful future pathway for students. To all of you, congratulations.
Hello, students, parents, teachers, and administrators. My name is Wade Sick, and I have the pleasure to serve as the State Director for the North Dakota Department of Career and Technical Education. In this role, I have the privilege to visit with students around the state and congratulate them on their accomplishments. Although I'd much prefer to do this in person, I'd like to thank Grand Forks CTE Director, Mr. Eric Ripley, for providing me this opportunity to connect with you virtually. I would like to congratulate all of you for being accepted into the National Technical Honor Society. You all had to go through a difficult selection process, very similar to a job interview process. Congratulations, you've been hired. I would like to close by recognizing the very important teachers at Grand Forks Public Schools. Without their hard work and dedication to their students' success, none of this could be possible. You have my utmost admiration. Again, thank you for including me. I am truly honored. Congratulations and good luck.
Hello, NTHS inductees. Eric Ripley, Director of CT for the district here, and just excited to welcome you into the honor organization. The NTHS induction ceremony is easily my very favorite event of the school year, as we're recognizing excellence in our CTE students, the very best our programs have, and also those very important teachers that you've selected. As we talked about during our very first meeting, induction into NTHS is well-deserved recognition for the hard work you have put into your CT coursework, your student organizations, your school, and your community. You're well-deserving of this recognition, and I congratulate each and every one of you. To your very important teachers, thank you for making a significant positive influence on the lives of students. A final thank you goes out to Kevin Phelps and Megan Cleveland, NTHS advisors, for their work in putting together this virtual ceremony.
Congratulations to all the new members and their very important teachers. I'd like to offer a special thank you to our Executive Director of Career and Technical Education, Mr. Eric Ripley, for helping us navigate this ceremony virtually, as well as his support throughout the course of the year. Thank you to Red River's Associate Principal, Mr. Tony Bina, all the members of our review committee, Amy POKRZYWINSKI, Career and Tech Ed teachers at both Red River and Central High School, all of Red River's staff, and current National Technical Honor Society officers and members for the critical role you play in continuing to help National Technical Honor Society be the best of the best in career and tech ed. Your help, hard work, and guidance is very much appreciated. Thank you to Dr. Brenner and the school board for continuing to support and recognize the critical role that career and technical education plays within the Grand Forks Public Schools. In closing, on behalf of Grand Forks Red River High School, I'd like to thank and congratulate all of you on your hard work and installation into the National Technical Honor Society. This is an honor that you will be able to carry with you throughout your education and your career. Welcome to the Grand Forks Red River chapter of National Technical Honor Society.